Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2021. This is your general read for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, January 2021. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, reaching out, letting me connect, and everything that goes along with that. I want to take a moment, thank my guides, guardians, ancestors, most of all, most importantly, my creator, but also any lesser deities that do choose to come forward and help me with these messages for you this evening. I hope these messages find everyone in good health and good wealth and good spirits. Leo, hi. Hi, it's been a while since you showed up. I'm hearing Leo, and this is like Leo looking in the mirror at themselves. Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. I'm back, and we're back. Yeah, there we go. There's a lot of regret here, or there was. Let me rephrase that. There was a lot of regret here. I'm hearing no regrets. We're moving forward. I can't change the past. So I'm seeing someone take another person's hand. They're vulnerable. They're down on their knees, and they're like, I can't change the past. I can't, but I can go forward. I have the power to free me. I have the power to free this situation. I have the power to change this, and I'm going to do it. I can't change what's been done. It's done is done. But going forward, I release all of that. I am seeing like a sort of devil Capricorn energy here. We have not pulled that card. We'll see. We haven't pulled any cards. But it's something has had a very strong hold. You may even have Capricorn strong in your chart. There's there's either a very strong bond, a strong connection, or there's been a very strong hold, or sort of a very sort of toxic addiction. And that's not even that. Let's not just talk about substance. I'm hearing like this addictions come in all kinds, even like negative thought patterns. I'm hearing lack of communication. I'm hearing I don't feel stupid. This came through a little bit for Aries, or I don't talk like I'm stupid, excuse me. This came through a little bit for Aries, also a little bit for Cancer as well. So you may want to go back and check out some of those reads. But anyway, there's an energy here of being held down, held back, or strongly committed, or strongly held up or held down by something. And for others of you, this is actually like a strong connection, between two people. And that one, Leo is like, I can't change that, but going forward, I can free us of this situation. I can free me of this situation. And also, Leo, this may be you with you, right? You may be having this conversation with the the shadow side of yourself. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Yeah, Leo is really ready to get it done. I feel like Leo is. I'm committed. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it. Like it's not. I'm going to do it. When I do it, it will be done. It is, I am already doing it. It is done because I am currently in the process of doing it. It's not how am I going to do it, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And yeah, that's for you. I'm doing it. This is like literally someone in the bathroom with themselves, and they're sort of building up this confidence so that they can go out and address the world, even I'm hearing for many of you. So whatever that may mean, take it as it resonates. Could be literal, could be symbolic. Let's see. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups coming out. So again, it's like there was something holding it back. Okay, maybe Leo didn't know exactly where to turn. Maybe they still don't. Okay, but at least they know they have to pick a path, and that path is forward. Okay, if I get lost on the way, I get lost on the way. Hey, I love getting lost in the right direction, baby, because I always come back. I'm always right, even when I'm wrong. Okay. There's a lot of options here for Leo as well. There's also a lot of dreaming and a lot of daydreaming going on, but I don't feel like that's such a bad thing. I don't feel like either one of those is a bad thing. Don't take it to that if you're cross watcher, or you're watching this for a relationship status, because what this means is not necessarily I have a lot of options and opportunities out there as far as, relationships goes. And it doesn't mean I'm, daydreaming, what it means is, there's a lot of different ways this could go. There's a lot of different ways I could handle this. And I'm dreaming about it, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm playing out these scenarios in my head so that when I act, I'm hearing act fast. I know this is a foolproof plan is what I'm hearing. And I keep hearing it with baby. Like I feel like someone has been talking to themselves going, I'm seeing someone in bed at night alone. They're going over scenarios in their head. They're even having conversations play out as if they're having a conversation with another person. Like, how's this going to go? Well, then she may say this or he may say this. So, oh, that could possibly get a bad reaction. Let me work on that. Let me rephrase that. It's a very, that type of energy. There's a very sort of, I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. Okay. I'm not going to go in there blind. Yeah. Because the tower coming over as the challenge. Leo knows that this had to fall. This foundation was bad. It was gross. It was molded. It was broken. It was cracked. Whatever this was, it had, burn it. It's done. It's gone. The past is the past. That place is that place. Those relationships are those, we are done. We are transforming. We are building. We are going. We are even transmuting. And this is part of the freedom that I'm feeling Leo have. Leo, honestly, you know what? Leo doesn't even really want to look at the past anymore in this way. They're just like, it's done. This is sort of like what do you call it? Like a double-edged sword, maybe, because on the one hand, it's good to not look at the past and get stuck there. It's good to move forward and to know that you can't continue to beat that dead horse, right? On the one hand. On the other hand, if you don't address things that happen in that space or those spaces, if you're not willing to mend those hurtful words, I'm seeing someone like, you stood me up. I'm literally seeing someone like, I can't believe you stood me up again. And they're saying again. So this was a pattern. So this is also something for Leo. They're breaking free of patterns. Okay. They're breaking, they're breaking toxic addictions. We said that already, but so it's this, like, I'm ready to move forward. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to talk about the past. It's over. Let's go this way. But then again, on the other side of that, by just not addressing anything and by not mending any of it, by just sort of like brushing over it and leaving it and never really giving anyone reasons or closure or, giving them even the I'm hearing the solid gratitude that they deserve, and also the recognition. And I'm seeing like something like a hammer slamming down. Like, you have to be held accountable. It isn't that Leo isn't being held accountable. It isn't that Leo isn't holding themselves accountable or making excuses or saying they didn't do that. But the other person or the other people or whatever it is they're dealing with doesn't feel as though they are, because they're not saying it outright. Like, Leo is just so ready to move forward that they're like, why are we talking? Why are you bringing up old shit? So there's that. Okay. Now you got the 6 of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles here in the past. Okay. Again, I feel like Leo felt like they were giving it their all. They were stable. They were doing it. They were giving in what they were putting out. Like, this was an even exchange. The other people, it's like, yeah, maybe on some level, definitely not all levels. And I'm hearing specifically, definitely not on the most important levels. As well in that space. Yeah. And then you're getting the Tower, the sideways position with the 5 of Wands flipping out over that. Like, no, we need to confront what that means to you. We need to confront what that means to me. We obviously had the same experience. We were there together and we did not perceive it anything alike, because that's not how I remember it. That's not what I remember. That's not how that went down. Okay. So there is a call or a pull or both, Leo, to come back to that space. And you could even be dealing with Scorpio energy also as well. Also, it keeps wanting to come through like that also as well. Like these double, like someone needs to be reassurance. Someone that Leo is dealing with needs to be reassured of something, because it's happened so much. It became a pattern. It became a behavior. It became a trait. It became a characteristic. It was like, it's not just like you did it one time. Like, you did it. We mess up. We're humans, but you continue to do it. You continue to show me this side of yourself. Like, you continue to, I'm hearing entitled. The other person feels like you were entitled to make these mistakes. You were entitled to continue to get handouts, to get, sympathized with, to get let back in, even whatever it is. It's like someone here feels very run over, very used. Now, Leo, as I'm seeing it, doesn't feel like they did that. They feel like, you know what, I messed up. I'm sorry, whatever. You know, let's move on. And maybe they didn't even say it out loud. Maybe they just want to show it by actions. Maybe they don't even want to discuss it because they realize that they have made mistakes. And it's like, you know what, I'm not about to talk. I'm about the action. We don't even have to discuss. Let me show you. But the other person really needs that. The other person or people involved in the situation, they need to have a sit down. They need to have a conversation. They need to confront this. And it's like, no, it doesn't have to be an argument, but we do have to get it on the table. We do have to understand why the tower fell. We have to understand what the transformation is. We have to understand that you're going to be held accountable for the things that you've, I'm hearing, demolished in the past. Okay. So, there you go. There's that. there you go. Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse position, the High Priestess in the reverse position, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Someone here is having a reality check of, I'm hearing absentee. Someone here is being confronted. That's probably why they don't want to confront it. That's probably why they don't want to confront it. The time and effort has not been put forward as the other party sees it. And I think Leo maybe doesn't want to admit that. It was not that they were doing anything wrong in particular, except for not giving effort or time or energy or whatever to this specifically. It's like, yes, I know you have to go to work. Yes, I know you have to go work out. Yes, I know you have to go to school. Yes, I know you have to get some sleep. Yes, I know you have to make dinner. Yes, I know you have to go to blah, blah, blah. We all got lives, right? The fact is that you were there for everyone else and you were never there for me. You didn't put in, you didn't put in on this relationship. And Leo is in the middle of having like a very strong reality check to what, just how much hasn't been put forth in this situation, just how much they haven't been working on this. And though they may feel like they're going forward, and they may mean it, yay or I don't know, everyone's different, but the other person needs some form of it's coming through like reassurance. Like, I'm gonna need collateral this time is how it's coming through. Big whoopsie. Oh, whoa. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. That's probably why it got so far. Okay, that's why that's why they were able to make so many mistakes. That's why they were able to be so absent for so long and then just come back and feel entitled, because there is so much love here on all parts. Okay? It's not that Leo isn't 100% in the heart department, right? It's that the other person doesn't feel it, or vice versa, depending, you know, put the energy where it belongs for you. Everyone's different, but yeah. We're going to pull some love cards here as well, the way that this is coming out. Okay. Four of Swords in the reverse position. The advice is to think about it, meditate on it, and also think about it from the other person's perspective. Think of how they're thinking. They've been in their mind also. Also, Leo is kind of, they're running a little bit from themselves. It's not like, I don't know how to explain this energy, because it's not an energy of denial. They understand. Leo fully is responsible for what they've done. Totally accountable. They just don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to sit in it. It doesn't seem productive or worth it. It doesn't make sense. This energy that I'm looking at, it's not that they don't know they're wrong. It's not that they don't know that they have growth. It's not. It's none of that. It's not. They're not crazy. You know. They just don't see a point in sitting with it. And that's part of a pattern that's been created. It's like, well, you never sat with anything long enough to see the signs before they come. That's why you keep repeating. Okay. So the advice here is definitely to sit in these feelings, okay, to understand, to sit with yourself, I'm hearing you got to find the root. There's a reason. It's not just that it happened because you were just messing up in life, or you just made careless decisions, or you just don't care, because I mean, that's obviously not the issue. Not caring, not loving, not feeling, not being, but that's not the issue at all. This is a good person to the core, through and through. It's just they are never really willing to sit in something long enough. This is very like, yeah, I messed up. Okay, I admitted that I messed up. I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. I told you I messed up. I was honest with you. Whatever the case is, right? Why do you keep bringing it up? Why do you, and the other person is like, because we have to figure out why, right? We have to understand why it keeps happening. Like why can't we get to the root of it? So this is an issue that Leo is having, as far as it's like you're not sitting there long enough to figure out why these things are happening, right? We know that they're happening. We know that you are a good person, but let's figure out why. I'm sorry, I'll have to plug this in real quickly so that I don't lose you. Okay. Okay, so this is part of this defense mechanism that I'm seeing here with the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. It's like the reason that they're scared to go too far in is because they're scared that they won't come out. They won't come out of their headspace. They won't come out like this. Here's the thing, this energy is so driven, literally, they will drive off a cliff. They're not scared. This energy is absolutely fearless, which is great, but also not so great in some instances, yes? And so, Leo, there's a lot here. There's a lot here to unpack. There's a lot here to address. Leo is not oblivious to this, or whoever you may be dealing with. This could be someone that you're dealing with, Leo. This is not, this is common knowledge to the people that are involved. It is a fear if I go too far in there, if I let myself feel that too much. Not only will I see the root, but I may not be able to come away from that. I may not be able to yank that out. I may just want to drive off the cliff. Like, it's very that, like, can you just let me go forward, right? It's very, I'm doing good now. Don't bring up that. Like, this is a tricky situation. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. They're scared of failure. Leo is scared to fail. They're scared to fail. They're scared to invest too much. They're scared to, they're scared of rejection. Also here, is that the 6 or the 4? That's the 4. The 4 of Pentacles in the reverse position, overall long-term outcome. King of Cups. There will be an understanding here. Leo, there will absolutely be an understanding here. There will be a much more compassionate approach, not only to yourself, but to the ones around you and the ones around you with you as well. Overall, the situation gets let go, and there is overall, by the end of this, however it happens, maybe it's just simply through love and understanding. Okay? I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. Especially when you have a person that knows they're not right. Like, you have a person, Leo is very ready to step up and be held accountable. They're not making excuses. They're just like, I don't understand why you keep bringing it up. So what I'm seeing is through this energy, through this love, through this compassionate space, this understanding, overall, there is a surrender. There is a release. Okay? You do get out of this space with the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, and then Leo, you come through your own read. It is in the reverse, but I'm not taking it bad. I'm taking, like, in order to be balanced, in order to let go, in order to release this, in order to not always be in control, you're going to have to show some vulnerability here. You're going to have to admit that you can't carry it all, that you do need help, that, you know, this feels very masculine. This feels like a very masculine energy that I'm dealing with, because that's part of the reason why they don't want to talk about it. It's like, I don't want to feel like a little girl. I mean, this is like a manly man's energy, at least someone who's trying to portray themselves as that, or even like maybe the head of household. It may not even be like a man. It could be definitely a woman. And, you know, this is just the energy of somebody thinking that they have to hold the world on their back. And anything that doesn't match that doesn't feel right, because it shows vulnerability. And so that is part of what's going on here as well. Yeah, they're scared to drop the ball. Look at that. Like, as I say, like they think they have to wear or carry the world on their back, and they don't want to show any weakness. But what's happening is, by not showing that vulnerability to the people that are truly here to be in it with you and help you through and stand by your side no matter what, it's actually coming across very cold, even possibly a bit arrogant, and it's starting to look like Leo or whoever this is doesn't care. But that's not the case. Like, there couldn't be more love, acceptance, and accountability in this reading. Absolutely, there could not be more of it. It's just under a lot of layers. Okay? Trust and worth waiting for. Trust the situation is calling for you to have faith. What I say, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of trust, there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of compassion. It's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, whoever, if you're thinking about walking away from this Leo, or this Leo, if you're the Leo and this is resonating for the person that you're dealing with, or whatever, and if this is in fact a romantic relationship and you're thinking of walking away from this, might want to give it a second thought, because the feelings, the loyalty, the commitment, as far as like the heart is concerned, like where it matters on the absolute inner core of somebody, it's definitely there. It is definitely there. Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it to the other person, but it absolutely is. Okay? Getting to know each other. Okay? As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. What I tell you, somebody needs to open up. You're going to have to open up, and you will eventually. I love you so much, Leo. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.